Ahoy, mateys. Today is Thursday, March 13th. Somebody said that we had Friday the 13th this week. No. Friday is the 14th. Oh well. So, really trying hard on this live stream schedule. Lord, what was I thinking? But, you know, I think the more I do it, the more I'll be able to figure out shortcuts. I'll get better at keeping notes. I've got a separate notebook now for presentations, and I'm starting another notebook just for notes. For instance, I haven't actually started the notebook yet, but I have a page in here that's dedicated to notes. See, that is 2 weeks from now. So what I'm trying to do is, I don't know, am I going to be doing it twice a week? Maybe. But I am getting confused because now I'm overlapping. Doing it on Sundays, I wasn't overlapping. I don't know. We'll see. It's all trial and error at this point in time. So hopefully I can get it nailed down. Speaking of nailing things down, the wind is so strong that even the flag, you know, blew off the van. I can see stuff out in the field. Oh, goodness. My tail light popped out. It was banging against the side of the truck. Jim moved his truck on the other side of his camper to kind of block the wind from his camper. We're definitely getting some weather. It's just, you know, you try to go outside and do something, and that's, even though it rained yesterday, the wind is drying everything out, and it's picking up the sand and the dust, and it actually stings your legs if you're not wearing pants. Who wears pants? I don't. So right now it's 1:32. Oh, come on. And the temperature is 73. Thunderstorms are possible after 4 p.m. Well, I think at 5 somebody goes live. Can't remember who. Who goes live on Thursdays? Okay, so that is the I don't know. Thursdays. Looks like Blind Views at 4. That's my time, Pacific Standard, which would be 7 your time. And then at 6:30 Eastern. So before you watch Blind Views, you can watch Sonia. She might actually be getting close to done with that covered bridge that she's painting. Anyways, that's Garden State Paint. Then Thin Blue Lane is at 7 Eastern. And that looks like it's at the same time that Blind Views. I don't know. And then I do know that Susie comes on at 8 p.m. Eastern. Alright, let's go back to the beginning here. We have, and I'm hoping this works. hoping that you can take a screenshot. These are live stream updates. I'll read it. Today is Thursday, March 13th, as I said. You can send critiques to me at CaptainJackScrapper@gmail.com. Do remember, this is just the current info that I have at this time. I'll do my best to try to update this twice a week on Thursdays and Sundays, but we'll see. So tonight, hopefully, if it's not raining, which means it would be cloudy, get to see the worm moon. I think I have to start looking for it at around midnight. Not sure. I'm going to Google it too. Also today, 5 p.m., which would be 8 p.m. Eastern, Earl and Terry go live. That's Traveling on Adventure. So 5 p.m. Pacific and 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Now, here's what we have. Remember, these are not dyed-in-wool. And let's see, the sun is just giving me a little too much here. So, you still have the schedule from when I did the live stream on Sunday. Hopefully you can refer to that and it's still accurate, I hope. But this starts this Sunday, the 16th. So then we have Monday is St. Patrick's Day. Early in the morning, you've got Ava Potterfield, and then Desert Adventures in Arizona. The RV DJ at 7 p.m. Eastern. Aegis Paranormal, not sure. I did not see a posting. I'd almost think she'd be coming on tonight with Aegis Paranormal because of the worm moon. Don't know, haven't seen anything posted. And of course Tuesday is kind of normal. Tuesday is about the only day that seems to be, well, Tuesday and Wednesday seems to be the days that are kind of dyed in wool. We've got Captain Jack Scrapper. I resemble him. Adult Humor is at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. We have Trivia with Travel Around Susie at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. And then we have the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. That's at 5 p.m. Pacific. Hang on here. Yeah. 5 p.m. Pacific. They follow Susie. That would be 8 p.m. Eastern. And then Wednesdays, Ava Potterfield at 6 a.m. Pacific, which would be 9 a.m. Eastern. Looks like Nate Dogg comes on at 5 p.m. Eastern. Not sure. Haven't seen a posting. And then Scratch Offs, of course, Fun with Words and all that. That's at 3 p.m. Pacific, and that's 6 p.m. Eastern. That's the 2-hour show. Thursdays, Blind Views, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. Garden State Paint, 6:30 Eastern. Thin Blue Lane, 7 p.m. Eastern. However, Linda informed me that Nancy hasn't been real consistent lately, so I don't know. Can't say that that's 100% true, but it's a usual thing, or at least it used to be. Then Susie's pretty consistent. She'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern. Friday, there's no raid parade tomorrow. I do know that. but this is a week from tomorrow. I'm assuming Roy and Becky will be back on schedule. So they will be 11 a.m. Pacific Standard. Music with Ava and Doug, that's at 7 p.m. Central. That's pretty consistent, I understand. Traveling Robert, also pretty consistent, 6 p.m. Eastern. And then, of course, the RV DJ at 7 p.m. Eastern. Saturday is me. But I believe that Ava Potterfield goes on Saturdays at 11:30 Central Standard Time with her crafting. And then there's just some funnies there. Again, go back to the first page. Well, yeah. Try to go back to the first page. 5 p.m. today. That's Pacific Standard is Earl and Terry. The last I knew today also is Friday Night Live with Friends at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So Earl and Terry's post looked different than the Friday Night Live. So I'm assuming that it's the same show, Friday Night Live with Friends. Now, if you type that in, it should take you to either Earl and Terry's website or YouTube or Melinetti or Fordman or even Roy and Becky's. But I don't believe Roy and Becky are going to be on tonight. So I think it'll be just the Earl and Terry, Melinetti, and Kenny. So that's all I know for now. Hopefully the van doesn't shake apart. I got 2 events this coming weekend that I would like to go to, and I don't see how I'm going to do both. There's one in Phoenix, which is the Rockabilly. Then there's also one in Nevada, not too far from Vegas. And I'm trying to remember the name of it, but it has to do with hoopties. In other words, older vehicles, kind of like mine, that you think, why would you travel in that? But people do. And they have an event. And it's not in the same place every year. So I'm thinking I may just pass on Rockabilly's and maybe go to the hoopty one. I don't know. I do know that Brian, Vintage Van Life, he and some friends are supposed to be showing up tomorrow. So we'll have some music in the afternoon, maybe do a cookout, we'll see. In the meanwhile, fair winds and smiles, and of course, may God bless. Thank you for coming aboard. So how do I turn this off? I think I do it